it is too dang early for me to be making words out of my mouth. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. But I'm gonna try my hand at this vlogging thing again, and today I have a box. So after my first vlog where I did a day in the life sort of format, I had several of you asking for me to do more vlogs. So ask and ye shall receive. Here we are. I think I'm going to do a little bit of vlogging every day. You've already seen all of my daily tasks at this point, sort of the mundane, everyday things that I do or try to do. So I think this is going to be a sort of a weekly vlog where I vlog all of my most interesting things or things that I only get around to maybe once or twice a week. And we'll see where we go from there. It's too tired. My brain doesn't want to work. I've actually been sleeping really horribly this week, which is a little unusual for me lately. So my brain feels like potatoes. And I think I'm going back to bed. So that's my first task of the day, is take a nap. I had to get up early to set out a box on the front step. I always have my mail picked up for me for my custom orders and whatnot. So today I am sending out, oh my gosh, it's too early for me to think, a custom ring that I made. A custom ring and a bookmark is going out today. So those are on the step for the lovely and helpful postal carrier to pick up for me. And I'm going back to bed. I'll see you when I wake up.
Hey, Courtney from the future here. So I had every intention of taking a moment to talk about the order that I was sending out in this box, but as perhaps you can tell, I had all kinds of brain fog that day, so here I am. I would like to show you this custom ring. It includes the basket woven hair of a mother and father with a lock of their daughter's first haircut overlaid over top. And here is the bookmark, which is the hair of all three of them mixed together and macerated under that glass. I wanted to show you this picture of the bookmark actually being used in a book because I made these two pieces for Megan Rosenblum, who just published a phenomenal book called Dark Archives. And this is her bookmark inside of her book. So I'm going to link some information down below to where you can check out that book. It is about a librarian's investigation into the history of books bound in human skin. So if you are interested in the history of hair, which if you're not, I don't know why you're on this channel, then you will definitely also be interested in the history of books bound in human skin. So go check it out.
Okay, so that wasn't very fun. I am a little bit better now. This morning when I recorded in bed after I woke up, I was in so much pain that I literally could not speak. I think what happened was I ended up waking up with two dislocated jaws and perhaps a dislocated vertebrae in my neck. So not ideal. I had a really big day planned. I was hoping to do some filming. I was hoping to start on my next custom order now that I sent the last one I've been working on out this morning. But I couldn't do all that. At a certain point, my jaws got much better after being sort of bandaged up and iced for a prolonged period of time, but my neck is still pretty rough, so I'm really hoping it's better by tomorrow. But such is the life of a disabled and chronically ill business owner. There are just some days where your body will say, nope, I don't want to be in one piece today, and you just have to listen to it. So, wish me luck for a better tomorrow. In lieu of all the things I had planned, I basically sat in my trusty little bed chair for nearly all of the day and got the laptop on my legs and did some emails, did some social media posts and engagements, responded to some people I'd been putting off for a few days since I was busy finishing up a custom order. So still some light work. I posted a video to YouTube. It is my video posting day, so I got that all done from bed in my bed chair. I did get a confirmation. There is a reporter who is hoping to email me on Monday via Zoom, and I'm really hoping that I can be out of the neck brace by Monday. So that's the goal. More work tomorrow and out of the neck brace by Monday. Day 2, everyone! Boy, I sure hope this week is going to be more active and compelling than yesterday was. I was halfway tempted to just call it quits, call it a wash, and try to restart my week on a day when I'm feeling better. But then I thought, you know what? This is the life of a disabled business owner. Sometimes things don't go as planned. As you can tell, I am still in the neck brace today, because, man, my neck is just not cooperating with me, guys. But mentally, I'm feeling better. I slept forever. I slept through the entire day. I guess I really needed it for my body to heal, and considering the fact that I have slept like absolute crap for over a week, so I clearly really needed some rest. So I'm feeling more refreshed than I have in a long time, despite the fact that my neck is not attached in the way it should be. But I am not going to let that stop me, because mentally I do feel pretty good. So pain aside, I'm gonna throw on the brace. I am getting ready to film a video. This is the first real thing I've done all day. I woke up, put on some makeup, ate some Greek yogurt, and now I'm ready to film. So I'm starting my workday at night. It's already dark. The sun has gone down. So I might just be nocturnal tonight and work all night long, and at least work as long as my body and brain will let me. But I'm working on a really fun project today. I don't know what order these videos are going to come out in. I don't know if the video I'm working on is going to come out before this one or not. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Look for this very specific outfit. But I have my set ready to go. I'm clearly not in my normal filming set. I'm in my dining room. That's a painting that my great-grandmother actually painted. She was a painter, so I have a handful of those around the house. And my Sears catalog in the corner. I'm in the dining room today. I've got everything all set up, and we are ready to go. Video recording accomplished. Got that finished. The first thing that happens when I finish a video is basically Royce takes the camera and puts it in the computer and does all of the preliminary things necessary for getting it ready for video editing. I look through the raw footage to make video editing notes. I'm probably not going to do that today. I have some time before I'm going to be uploading that one, I think. So that's the process immediately following video filming. I was just working on Swedish immediately following that. If you have watched my day in the life vlog, I mentioned doing Swedish every day if necessary, hopefully at least 30 minutes of it.
if you watched my video on Swedish hair work, you heard me mention Duolingo as one of the primary daily Swedish learning experiences I have. But I had this really fun one lately that I kind of wanted to share with you. So I may or may not have purchased about 30 pounds worth of Swedish children's books from a Swedish mother in California whose children are now grown. Since they were all secondhand and she was looking to get rid of them, I got them for very cheap, and she sent it via media mail, so even shipping was not very expensive, even though it was 30 pounds of children's books. And I have several ranging from picture books to complicated picture books to early chapter books, so I'm working my way through these books. I'm starting with the easier ones, such as this lovely and highly illuminating picture book called Kanban. And I just wanted to share one of my favorite excerpts from this with you. So the book follows this very curious young girl who is essentially just asking about different scenarios. Can she do it? Can anyone do it? And on this page, she asks, Undrar om man kan locka håret med en borrmaskin? Which basically means, I wonder if one can curl your hair with a power drill. And the answer, as well you can imagine, is nej, det kan man inte. You cannot. And just look at the graphic detail of what is to happen if you do in fact try to curl your hair with a power drill. So truly, 10 out of 10 do recommend. Once I'm finished with my Swedish lessons for the day, I have a couple of PayPal invoices to make and send out to some clients. So that is my next plan. Not visually interesting at all. That's just me messing around on PayPal, telling people what is still owed after work that I've done. So I'll let you know when I do the next interesting thing.
Hello everyone, welcome to my pillow blanket fort. So we made this fort back in March, 8 months ago, very shortly after the pandemic began. We decided we just needed a nice little place to hide from the world. So here is our fort. It has stayed erected ever since that day, 8 months strong. This fort has not come down. So I am here because, one, I needed to take the neck brace off and try to very slowly and carefully stretch my neck out a little bit. My next hair work order that I need to start is a palette work piece, which is unfortunate when I'm having neck problems because, you know, wire work I can hold up and move more in front of my face, but palette work means sitting at a desk like head down, looking at the palette on the desk and working with it flat, so a lot of bending over, and I just don't see that happening today. Hopefully within the next couple of days I'll feel well enough to really get started on that. I long ago have already cleaned the hair and prepared it for the palette work. I just need to actually do the intricate artwork, which is gonna need more neck health than I currently have. So since I'm mentally and energetically feeling okay, I'm going to try filming something else / researching / reacting. So the reaction video is probably just going to be a Patreon exclusive. So patreon.com/neverforgotten if you want to join us over there. I have a ton of bonus content of many different kinds, extra videos, podcasts, video tutorials on how to do hair work, and bloopers from YouTube, depending on what you're interested in. We got lots of things. But I recently had an ad shown to me on Facebook. Facebook has me pretty pegged at this point. A lot of very weird things, a lot of hair things, a lot of antique things. And even though I don't have streaming sites like Hulu or Netflix usually, it was advertising, I want to say it was Hulu. And the movie was called Bad Hair. It just showed a movie poster of like a creepy hand coming out of hair called Bad Hair, and their subtitle was "Sometimes the Wig Snatches Back." So I have no idea what to expect. I've intentionally not looked up anything about this movie, so I don't know what to expect. It seems to be branded just based on imagery as some kind of horror, and somehow hair-related. So there have been things in the past that I have watched that I wish I had my live reactions to. So lately I've been trying to film myself reacting to anything that even vaguely might be worthy of the YouTube channel here and now. So I am gonna go watch that movie. I'm going to film myself. Patrons, watch out for it. You might get some fun reactions, and I don't know what to expect, so I don't know if there's gonna be enough for me to talk about to make it to the main channel or not, do a deep dive like I did for Kubo and the Two Strings or The Greatest Showman, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go watch that. I have some popcorn, I have my axolotl, and we're just gonna get comfy and try to have a good time. Okay, everyone, just look at this high-tech, super professional setup. Microphone, dragon, egg, water cup, mouse, laptop, cords, camera, TV, and ring light. And of course, since we're watching a movie, I need popcorn, so I have my popcorn goblet ready. Now for the movie! Day 3. First thing today, I have a video call that I'm going to hop on, sort of business related, sort of not. I have a sort of a group of friends, business owners, academics, just highly intelligent, very wonderful women, and we're sort of a group of friends and supporters of each other who like to communicate what's going on in our business, help each other out, help each other brainstorm when we are stuck on something or trying to figure something out. And we like to have a video call at least once a month where we just kind of check in and see how each other are doing personally and in business, in our projects, in our writings, whatever we've sort of got going on. So it's always a very refreshing conversation to have. It's always lovely to see them, of course, and if there's anything I'm struggling with, it really helps to just sort of have a curated group of people that you can express challenges to and get help from. So I'm gonna jump on that call. We normally talk for 2 hours, maybe a little more, depending on how many people join the call and how much we have to talk about, but I'm going to get that done first thing. I got my coffee, threw on a turban because I just I have told you guys before, I do not do my own hair. I can brush it and that's about it. So it's been very nice to just throw it up in a turban, especially during quarantine when nobody's really going out. So turbans and caftans, very good quarantine fashion. Get you some if you have not already. Dinner time! So, another thing I've been doing lately to practice Swedish is trying to follow Swedish recipes. This is apparently a real classic Swedish casserole called Flygande Jakob, or Flying Jacob. It is literally bananas, chili sauce, way too much cream, bacon, and chicken. In my case, vegetarian bacon and chicken. You serve it with rice and top it with peanuts. It is way more delicious than it sounds, I assure you. Though I somehow managed to burn the absolute crap out of my thumb and hand and wrist while I was cooking. Honestly, this happens a lot more often than I care to admit, but I just do not sense temperature exactly the way I should, and I often end up burning myself. Sometimes I don't even realize until after I'm done eating, like I did today. So
put some burn cream on it and bandaged it up, and I really hope this is not too bad by tomorrow, because I have a big day ahead of me. I want to get some good work done, and I want my hand to not be on fire, so wish me luck. Good morning. I'm in my hair room. Bright and early, not even bright yet early. It is time to clean. I've got my broom. I always, in between custom orders, do a good cleaning of the hair room, because as you can probably tell, my desk back there still has some bits left over from my last order that I just finished. I've got a couple things on both of my desks now that need to be cleared off, put in their right places. I give the floor a good solid sweeping to make sure any little bits of hair that have fallen to the ground are all going to be nice and tidied up. So I am gonna start that before I get into my actual hair working today. I am going to listen to an audiobook. I love putting audiobooks on. I have just a speaker that I play through my phone so I can leave my phone in the other room and not have to worry about it. I like to light a candle in my hair room. I actually finished a candle during my last custom order, so it's a new candle day, which is very exciting. I picked out a Night Walker from Paintbox Soapworks. This is actually a new scent for me. I haven't smelled this one yet, so it's going to be very exciting. So new candle, audiobook. I'm listening to Dead Wake by Erik Larson right now about the last crossing of the Lusitania. It's super fascinating. I love it. I love a really good nonfiction book. So I'm gonna listen to that, light my candle, tidy up the room, and I'll get back to you when I'm done with all of that. So while I'm cleaning my hair room between every custom order, yes, it is to actually tidy up and make sure any extra hair is put away, but it's also a really good time to check on all my tools and see if I'm low on anything, if I need to order anything. In this case, I have pretty much everything I need, but my X-Acto knife, I have several X-Acto knives of different sizes, but this is the one I use most often, and the blade is getting a little bit dull. I noticed it as I was using it in my last custom order, but it was good enough to make it through finishing that ring. So I actually have a huge stock of just extra blades, so I'm just going to go ahead and change that out and do maintenance to all my other tools as needed while I'm in here preparing for the next order. And there we go. Good as new. Ooh, okay. Nice and tidy. Got my main desk ready for my next project. All my tools are cleaned and organized, and I am ready for the day. Actually, first I gotta get out of here and take a break for a bit. I am so incredibly allergic to dust. I am super sniffly right now from sweeping in the corners and everything. So I'm gonna go have some breakfast and get out of this room for a little bit while all that settles, and we'll be back later. It is breakfast break time. Royce and I made some massive breakfast tacos with vegetarian sausages. Yum. Okay, so after breakfast, I absolutely crashed. My energy plummeted, and I was absolutely useless. So I took a nap, but I'm awake now because it is interview time. I have an interview with a reporter from Startland News. It's a local Kansas City news site covering startups, small businesses, general Kansas City business dealings. So excited for that. I'm at my table just waiting for the clock to hit the right time, and then I'm going to jump on a Zoom call. Okay, interview accomplished. That was a really fun conversation. It sounds like the article is probably going to be published before this video comes out. So assuming that is the case, check the description. I'll go ahead and link it in there. It's Startland News And now I have to go through the really fun process of finding photos to send. They asked for some photos for the article, which is fine. I love sharing my work, of course, but I am very indecisive. So every time I get asked for pictures, it is just way longer of a process than it needs to be because I'm looking at all of the photos I have and not making decisions very fast. So I'm going to go start an email and start attaching photos to it, and that's probably gonna be at least a half-hour work right there. All right, I better get to it. Can you see my burn from last night going all the way from my thumb down in just a straight line? That is so weird. Okay, so I am in my hair room getting ready to do some work on this order. So this is going to be a locket. Jewelry pieces can potentially be a little more complicated than making a framed piece, a flat frame or a shadow box, only because of the actual jewelry aspect of it. I am a hair artist, but I am not a jeweler. So in this case, I have this lovely old locket sent to me along with the hair to put it in. And that is one of the easier ways to order jewelry, is if you already have a locket that the hair can go in. Otherwise, it's all going to be custom made with a jeweler who I work with and help facilitate that, which can be really nice to get a nice quality custom piece of jewelry, but it can be a bit of a lengthy process. It can also be a lot more expensive because, of course, you're not only paying for the custom hair work, but the custom metal work as well. So what I've already done is found a good background color that works really nicely because I'm working with 2 different colors of hair. And when there's more than one color of hair, it's really important to get a background that they both look good on and also looks good in the locket or frame that's being used. So I have already sort of gotten the background out, or I've gotten it in here the right size. This does come with an insert, a clear insert that the hair will be covered, which is always very important when you're sending a locket. So I've done that much already. Overall, this piece shouldn't be too complicated. I have 2 colors of hair, as I said, and I need to make 2 flowers. One bigger than the other. The part that's going to be challenging that I'm going to need to figure out is that ideally the goal for this client is for the darker hair, which I have much less of, as you can tell. She would prefer to be the bigger of the 2 flowers as possible. This is going to be for two boys, 2 sons, so it'll be a bit of a challenge to figure out how to make that work, but I think we can do it. So I'm going to do some planning, do some sketching, get the hair worked out, and hopefully I can get a plan to get 2 flowers very nicely on the inside of that locket. So as I make any nice visual progress, I will let you guys know. Good morning, Courtney and Quigley here. Hi, Quigley. You cannot physically get any closer to me than you already are. I promise. So I just woke up and got dressed. I have woken up to some emails that I need to address right away. So I am on the couch with the Quigley and my laptop. And I am going to answer those right away before the day gets away from me, as it has a habit of doing. So, got a few emails to follow up on, one of which is actually from the reporter I spoke to yesterday who has some follow-up questions that she wanted me to elaborate on. So I'm going to go ahead and answer those. A couple other emails. I also noticed that I have some of my newsletters, which I love getting newsletters that I subscribe to because I can read those and enjoy those and glean information from them without needing to respond to anybody. So I am going to do all of those things with my coffee.
I just stepped outside and I seem to have a lovely little visitor. Hello, friend. Such a pretty kitty, hello. I haven't ever seen this cat in my backyard before, but I believe this is the cat I saw just about a week ago trot right by my hair room window while I was working, holding a very limp chipmunk out of its mouth. So she may seem like a sweet little kitty, but she is a stone-cold killer. Okay, so kitty distraction aside, she is still sitting there. Or he, or they, I don't know. The kitty, the mysterious neighborhood kitty. One of many, we have a few of those around here. It's just chilling in my backyard. So I came outside because, first of all, my emails took longer than I anticipated, because are you ever almost finished with all of your important emails, and then right as you're sending the last one, you get like 3 new ones? That's like every time I do emails. So took a little longer than I anticipated, but got those finished, and then I realized there's only a few hours left until my online Swedish lesson tonight. And I haven't finished my Swedish homework yet because I'm a trash person. So I'm outside enjoying this really lovely day, and I am going to do my homework that I've been procrastinating on. Quigley really wants to go meet that kitty. Oh, stretch. Quigley loves all other animals so much. Look at this gorgeous bug that just landed on... No, focus on the bug. Oh, I hope you got a little glimpse of that bug. It was glimmering and golden and gorgeous. Okay, I am coming back inside. I'm almost done with my Swedish, and it is so beautiful outside. I really wish I could stay out there longer, but the next door neighbor is doing just the loudest construction in the world on his house. I don't even know what he's doing, but he's been at it for a couple of weeks. Now he just decided to come out and start working on it, and it's so loud and I couldn't focus. So I'm back inside, gonna finish up the Swedish real quick. It's not taking me too long, so I think I should have some time to go into the hair room before the actual class starts, which is very good. Woohoo! Swedish homework accomplished. Okay, did another couple hours of work, and it is time for my Swedish lesson. So I got some tea, got my Swedish book, and a lovely fire has started for the evening. Swedish lesson is over. I am starving. It is dinner time. We're in the kitchen making dinner. Royce is off screen making things on the oven and the stove. I'm handling the chopping from the kitchen table. We are making a new recipe. I've never tried this before. I'm very excited. A chickpea bowl with pistachio rice, and I love me a good pistachio. Chop, chop, chop. Ooh, these look and smell delicious. I can't wait. So I'm back in the hair room. I had a great mail day. Look at this beautiful, beautiful hair. This came from my friend Gemma. She's also a historian who just happened to cut her hair, so I am going to bag that up in a nice bag. I have some ideas for her. Which reminded me, I'll just go ahead and show you just briefly what the gist of my hair system is. So I have hair on the top shelf that is on deck, ready for custom orders. Everything is all very clearly labeled. I have hair of people I know, my own hair, my family's hair, just other personal hair things that aren't necessarily going to become an immediate order or anything like that. And tons and tons and tons of other hair, just hair donations, hair purchases, horsehair, extensions, just bags and bags. Every single one of these bags is a different head or type of hair, and all of them are very clearly labeled.
And I have a very specific filing system. I more or less know where everything is in this whole hullabaloo. Of course, I've got some beads for beadwork. I've got all of my other fibers, threads, embroidery flosses, felts, ribbons, box of just other fabrics, things that are off in the background for wreaths and such in there, all organized by color. So it's just kind of a brief look into my my hair system. And with my hair and fibers being over there, I have my tools and other things over here. All of the glass bottles, domes, lockets, jewelry pieces, every knitting needle you could possibly hope for. Wires, scissors, pliers, needles, curling irons, X-Acto knives, candle blades, palettes, glass cutting mats, felting mats, papers, parchments, gold beater skin, ever a supply of Ziploc bags for when I get new hair, glues, glue guns, paintbrushes, mortar and pestle, just everything, all very nicely organized on these two shelves. Okay, I'm ready to start relaxing for the night. I want some nice evening time tea. I have so many means of making tea. I have a couple of different types and sizes of teapots. Have a bunch of ways to steep tea, but I'm going the lazy route right now. This fun little skull tea diffuser. You just pop in a little scoop of loose leaf tea and plop it right in your drink. Okay, so do you guys ever have the feeling where you wake up ready to get a lot of productive work done, and then something external happens that just gets you so stressed and in your head and anxious, just general life things that just ruins your ability to focus? What am I saying? It's 2020. Of course you know what I'm talking about. I think everyone's been there some way or another, but I've had a stressful day. I've had things I need to worry about, other non-business related life things to deal with. So I've been up a few hours and haven't done any real work yet, but I'm going to try to get in a better headspace. I'm going to try to get some good, decent work done. So I am on the couch. We've started a fire. I've got a cup of manatee here. I am going to try to start pretty light by, I've got 2 videos, I think, that I still need to watch through and make notes for, so I have the laptop right here, and I'm going to try doing that first. Quigley is snoozing on the couch next to me. I'm going to get some video notes done, and then hopefully we're going to be feeling good enough to do more things. Okay, that took longer than my video notes normally do, not only because I had 2 of them, but both of those videos were longer than average. So I got the notes done, ready to send to Royce. One should be pretty straightforward. The other will take a little bit of time for some more crazy editing. But now, before I jump into the next thing, is time for a meeting of mine. Twice monthly meeting, of which I am a co-organizer, co-facilitator of. It's called the Casey Roundtable. It is a business networking meetup of young entrepreneurs, 20, 30-somethings. Back in the before times, we would meet over breakfast twice monthly, but now we have changed the format to virtual Zoom meetups now, so I'm gonna jump onto that call, say hello to my business friends, put our heads together for business challenges, try to help each other out, that kind of thing.
And yeah, I think I had another thought, something else that I was going to say on that regard, but I lost it. So we'll see if it comes to me. Okay, meeting over, and I've got a box to send out now, ready to set it out for to be picked up, to be shipped. This is a previous custom order, which I finished a little while ago. I just haven't been ready to mail it out yet. So today is the day I'm scheduled to mail it out, getting that out of the way nice and early. So one thing that I don't think I mentioned in my daily vlog, but is a very important part of my daily life, so I thought I would mention, is the fact that I rarely have my phone on and near me. I go absolutely nuts if I have my phone by me for too long. So I actually try to turn my phone off when I sleep and not even turn it on the next day until I absolutely need it for something. In order to keep track of my time and measure my days in situations where I do not have my phone on me, I actually have an array of hourglasses that I use. So I have an hourglass, and I've got this half-hour hourglass. So truthfully, this is actually shaping up to be a pretty standard week for me. Nothing too terribly out of the ordinary. Lots of things that I would do in regular weeks, but the weirdest, most unusual part about vlogging is just the nature that I have my phone on and near me and that I'm vlogging. So thought you might find that interesting. So the vertebrae in my neck are not like completely dislocated again, but my neck is what I would refer to as slippy. It feels a little loose, a little wrong, a little like if I move too fast, there's gonna be problems. So I am not fully in a neck brace, but I am sitting in this lovely chair that allows me to have more back and neck support, and I'm just gonna do what work I'm able to do from this chair. One thing I need to do is send thank you notes to some of my top tier patrons. I have a couple of different Patreon tiers that include a handwritten thank you note as a reward, and I have two right now. So patrons get one of these two beautiful hair work inspired Prince of Wales feather, more sepia weeping willow with a braid surrounding sort of locket. Really, really gorgeous things from Open Sea Design Co. I met one of the brilliant people behind Open Sea at a craft fair, a vendoring event for small businesses in New York a couple of years ago. And she was so kind as to gift me this gorgeous lover's eye inspired card. So I have frequently ordered from them since, because these are just gorgeous and of course perfect for my hair loving patrons. So I just stepped outside for a minute to get some fresh air. It's a really nice day again, and check out my burn progress. We're what, a few days into that? I can't believe I burned myself so badly and in that strange pattern. So I've done some thank you notes. I'm not completely finished with them. I've got some like envelope addressing and things of that nature to do before they're totally ready to send. But I think I'm going to do that tomorrow and call it a day. I am absolutely exhausted. My neck is dangerously slippy, but I also just got a really, really phenomenal email from a client who not too long ago received their custom order in the mail, and I got this just really long, beautiful email thanking me and explaining just how much it meant to them that I was able to memorialize their family member. And this is why I do what I do, guys. It's
it's really an honor and a pleasure to be able to work with the sentimental hair of my clients and their loved ones, their family, and it's just really something special. It's really something special. So I'm very happy. I'm very emotional. I'm reminded, even at the end of this very long day, what makes it all worth it in the end. So I think that's a really good place to end my day on. I think I have, what do I have, one more day of vlogging? I think I've done 6. I think I have one more day of vlogging to round out the week. So I will see you guys tomorrow for my final day, and let's see how much I can get done in this week. Good morning, evening, I don't even know anymore. My sleeping schedule is so messed up. But at any rate, we just woke up. We made some herby ricotta toast with charred tomatoes and almonds with a balsamic glaze. It is very easy to make, but also very fancy and very delicious. It is my favorite brunch treat to make. So after eating, I realized that every muscle in my spine, from my neck all the way down my back, is just like a rock. No give at all, and it's very, very hard to move. So I really, really want to have some good studio time in my hair room. At a desk leaning over to do work. So I am tending to my very unfortunate muscles right now, and hopefully we can get them feeling good enough to do some good work. So we have one of these fun little massage guns that Royce has used all up and down my neck and back, and that helped a little bit, but man, not quite good enough. So I'm sitting here with, I have this whole slew of like microwave heating packs that have just like bags of rice in them that are nice and hot. So I have that sort of just wrapped nicely around my neck, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck that I can calm my muscles down enough to get something good accomplished today. I was thinking of putting on a Swedish TV show while I'm sitting here trying to relax my muscles, but I think I'm in enough pain that watching something in a language I'm not fluent in yet is gonna be a little much. So I think I'm just gonna find a TED Talk or two to watch real quick. Hopefully get some good heat, get some good muscle massages, and feel good enough to get to work before too long. So to those of you who have been following me for a couple of years, you may be aware that in 2018, I won the local Kansas City Award for Best Local Craft Artist. And I just now, this week, received a plaque. 2 years ago, they were not offering plaques for winners. This year, they started offering plaques, and although I did not win any 2020 awards, I got some runner-up nomination things, but this one from 2018 for Best Local Craft Artist is the only one I've ever won, and now I have a plaque. So I'm going to go find a nice place in my hair room to hang it up at. And no one can take that away from me. Hey, so I've managed to get some light work done. I went into the hair room and couldn't stay in there working for long. My neck's feeling a bit better from earlier, but it's still a little bit off, and my hips started seizing up, locking up. I could hardly move them for a while, and couldn't really walk.
without any mobility aid or assistance, and sitting in the hair room chairs is not good right now. So I have done some writing. I've done some more video notes. I have made a thumbnail for an upcoming video. I made a post on Patreon. I responded to some Patreon messages from patrons and some other just various emails, things that I can do lying down, half lying down in bed, that sort of thing. At this point, I'm really frustrated. I was hoping for a more active week. I've considered just putting together a vlog that was 7 good work days that were not interrupted by these things, but to do that wouldn't necessarily be honest, because this kind of thing really does happen. It's not every week that I'm laid up this often, this many hours out of this many days, but weeks like this do happen, and sometimes it's a lot better, sometimes it's a lot worse. So I just picked a day and started, and this was 7 sequential days. This is real, and this is how things have been going down. I do still have some hours left in the day, and I'm resting and healing and really, really hoping that I can get into the hair room to do more, because even though it's easy for me to say that it's out of my hands, it's not my fault, I need to do what my body needs, it's equally easy to feel just so guilty, so guilty, especially when it comes to custom orders. You know, if there was a week that I had to skip some of my online content videos, I'm sure people would understand, but the more personal custom orders, the hair work, is really, really what gets me feeling awful, because I didn't promise that anything would be done this week, because I have learned better. Sometimes my body has other plans, and I don't want to guarantee something will be done by a day, just in case a week like this happens. But even without promising a deadline, I still, in my head, sort of have a timeline of when things need to be done. And in my mind, I should already have this current custom order that I'm working on finished. And it's not finished yet. And it's frustrating, and it's really easy to feel guilty about that. So that's just kind of how I'm feeling right now. I'm still hopeful that I can get in there to do some work, if not today, at least tomorrow, please. Tomorrow, give me a good day. I think this is the last day of my vlogging. I'll have to go back and count the days because I lost track. But I think this is my 7th day, so we'll see if I'm able to get in there at all today. Theoretically, there's not a ton of work left on that custom order that I'm currently working on. If I had just a full uninterrupted day that I could just sit in there and work on the art, it would be completed, because it's a smaller piece. I think I showed the locket earlier. It's not a super complicated one, so that's what's so frustrated, is that I feel like it should be done. So we'll see how the rest of today goes. Okay, trying to do some lightly productive things from bed. I already mentioned writing some thank you notes to patrons, so I've got a great big old bag of Courtney hair. I like to sign all of my cards with a lock of hair, because honestly, do you expect any less from me? Getting these cards ready to go on the dinner tray makeshift bed desk situation. Hey everyone, at the risk of cheating in my 1 week only vlog, I figured I really wanted to show you what I had been working on, even though I wasn't quite able to finish. So we are 2 days after I finished filming my week. I was able to get this done. It's a beautiful little locket. And that is what I was able to do with the hair. 2 lovely flowers. So I'm quite pleased with it. I need to go ahead and set up an invoice, contact the client, all that good stuff, but I believe the hair work is finished. I want to give a huge thank you to my supporters on Patreon. This week you got a little bit of a taste as to a few of the medical issues that I have to deal with on a regular basis. And for now, my goal on Patreon is to get enough money from patrons that I'm able to handle my average monthly medical bills, which as of now we are quite a way away from. I unfortunately need to spend a lot of money to keep myself healthy with a chronic illness. So a huge thank you to all of you who are already over on Patreon supporting me. If you liked this video and want more content, please consider joining us over on Patreon, because I have a much longer version of this vlog where I talked about some of the things I do for fun, some of the things I do when I'm in a complete panic. You'll get to meet some of my pets who are not Quigley. I believe I showed several of them in the process of this week, so head over there, it'll be a lot of fun. Other than that, thank you guys for being here. Let me know if you liked the vlog, leave a comment for me, subscribe, ring the bell, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys next time.